Hey, so this video is going to be an overview of lots of the projects I've done this year at university, but before watching this we really need to start off on the right foot. You may know me really well before watching this video, but the likelihood is you probably don't know me very well at all, so let's quickly catch up. My name is Harriet Hughes. I am a design student, in fact a product design student even, at Cardiff Metropolitan University. Even though I've absolutely loved product design over the last few years, I'm looking to go into UX or UI design in the digital space post-university. It's a niche that I found a real passion for. Also, this video is going to be completely design related after this clip. So some slightly undesign related things. I have an absolute passion for travel. Within this video you'll see that I've been to Ireland, Ukraine and recently New Zealand as well. So the next one on the bucket list is Canada, hopefully within a few months. Also, I play the guitar in my spare time, and as a very typical student with a sweet tooth, I also bake quite a lot. But back to all the design stuff. Within this video now, you're going to see 3 different projects. A furniture design project done for competition at the start of the year, some 24-hour design sprints that I completed throughout the year, and also a financial banking app that I built in collaboration with Hodge. So I hope you enjoy.
The first project we did was a furniture design competition set by Walls to Workstation. Firstly, we got split into teams. Meet the team. This is me, Neve, and then also Harley. The brief was to design a piece of furniture that would encourage collaboration and also fit the principles of a circular economy. Let's start with week 1. Week 1 was all about defining and discovering. Harley set off and visited many co-working spaces around Cardiff to gain some user insight, and Neve was looking at some existing products to gain inspiration for our future design. I'd previously been on a hackathon to the Ukraine where we had to design our own collaborative working space, so already had some ideas for our future design. I also, on top of this, had found out during some user interviews that hot desking is a technique used in the UK and is causing some problems with employees. Hot desking is a principle where you only own a desk for a day. It's great for many companies as it means they need less workspace for their staff and therefore can save millions of pounds. However, it causes staff to get uncomfortable about the fact they don't know where they'll be working each day or who next to, which causes a problem with a lack of sense of ownership. Now on to week 2, where we started ideating many different ideas. Using our research, we then made challenge statements and came back together as a group to use the nominal group technique. Therefore, this created many divergent different ideas. We, however, settled on a final idea. Lockers can be an issue when it comes to hot desking, as people end up lugging around all their personal belongings. So we came across the idea of what would it be like to have a suitcase in the office. Week 3 was all about bulking this idea out and seeing where we could go with it. We all went off and did our individual sketches, coming up with different ideas as to how this might move and maybe a framework that could disassemble so people could personalise their own. We then came back together as a team to develop the final details. We looked at how exactly it may move, how it would be locked up at night, potentially some technology that might be included, and many other different things. Week 4 was all about design development to make sure that our product was desirable to the user. Designing is not always a linear process, and although our product was very functional, we had to go back to the drawing board on the aesthetics to make sure that it was beautiful. So here is Nomad, encouraging collaboration by bringing people together. Nomad can be moved anywhere in the office and used for many different scenarios, such as making a circle for a brainstorm. Nomad can be used as its own movable workstation, or sat next to a desk, or even under a desk if the user has a pre-existing chair. Nomad has an easy access pocket, a large one at the back, and a small one to the side. All can be locked using an RFID sensor. Nomad has different coloured parts so it can be personalised by the user. Features and benefits include an adjustable handle for people of different heights, an easy access mesh pocket, a large pocket at the back for people with bags in the morning, and then also a quick access pocket for things like laptops and documents. We have tried to incorporate as many circular economy principles as possible for our Nomad to be eco-friendly. Nomad will be with you from your first day at the job to your last. It's easily disassembled, has replaceable parts. These parts can be serviced for free, uses compostable materials, and will be reused by the next employer. Hot desking was the problem and Nomad is the solution. Now on to the PDR project that took part in 24 hours. PDR settles a redesign brief You've seen my design process through the other projects, so I want to focus on the outcome of this one. I approached Hodge to see if they could set me a brief for my field project. They told me their current market was around about 60 to 80, and they were looking at branching out to a younger audience. They were looking at branching out to people more of 30 to 55 range. However, Hodge had found some insights that the 30 to 55-year-olds were concerned that their children were not financially independent. So Hodge wanted me to create a personal finance educational app that balanced both the parents, the child, and also at the same time advertising their brand and their products. The outcome of this was an app based on educational tutorials and savings buckets, where the parent could advise the child but not control their money. So here's Helping Hand, an app where the parent can give their child a helping hand to an independent future. The app is split into two different sides, one for the young adult and one for the parent. Both have passwords to make sure that privacy is kept between the two. These passwords can be personalised to whatever password the user may want. Straight away on the home page for easy access are the collecting buckets. This is where the child can save future events and connects the app to a real world situation. Through this homepage then you can also access the Hodge social media accounts, where there will be offers using affiliate links for many different products. There's also a messaging service straight back and forth the child and the parent to encourage talk about finances. Before the tutorials there will be questions asked to make sure that the tutorial is personalised to the individual's financial journey. All tutorials will then also have an icon up in the top corner where if the user is looking for a specific bit of information, they can access them all at once. However, if they would like to move forward with a personal tutorial, they can just touch the icon below. Each tutorial has a video within it to make sure the information is easy to learn. There then is multiple pieces of information that once pressed on can be ticked off like a tick list, so it's easy to digest. After every tutorial there will then be a set of questions to make sure that the user has taken in all the information. The answers will be shown on a flip card, and above are resources to show products that will help the user with that particular tutorial, such as Hodge products, but also products from other companies, as Hodge felt the app should be in the user's interest, not just theirs. Now to the parent side of the app. This also has a password, which means the app can be kept on one phone, or the users can have individual apps on their separate phones. The parent side starts off with tiered access to the child side, so they can advise but not control their money. To set this, there has to be a conversation between the parent and the child. Tier 1 includes all access, including the tutorials they've done and the money that they're saving. Again, is the opposite side of the messaging system, so the parent can advise tutorials they think that might be useful to their child. After entering Tier 2, there is no going back, as there has been a decision that the child is financially independent enough to reach this side. Tier 2 includes all of the tutorials the child has done and what they're saving for, but not the amount that is in their account. Tier 3 is the final tier. This is where the parent only has access to the tutorials the child has done. Thank you very much for watching.